Leading Change, which is one of the courses, I think actually cuts across a lot of what we do. And I like to talk about this course in terms of the mission of Harvard Graduate School of Education, which is to learn to change the world through education. Notice the word change. So that's the focus of this course. It's about leading change. And when we think about leading change, actually, there's an entire field and discipline around organizational theory, organizational behavior. And we want to give you some exposure to that. We're not naive in thinking at the end of this foundational element you will be able to lead any kind of organization, but we want to just kind of whet your appetite because they're terrific courses which you can take around this topic. And so we want to give you some tools, some concepts, some ideas, some experiences that we hope you take with you. And along those lines, when we think about leading change, we want to give you some experiences across 3 different levels of analysis. So we want to think, sometimes we talk about, you can't change an organization or an institution without first looking inward and thinking about changing yourself. So we're going to give you an experience to kind of do some self-reflection on times in which it's been difficult for you to change, and maybe even some ideas moving forward for things you want to work on. At the meso level, or the team level, it's so important to think about teams and collaboration, because generally when we're changing institutions or organizations, we're not doing this single-handedly, just me, myself, and I. We're doing them as part of a collective. So in fact, in this element, in this course, teams is going to be very, very central. And we have a fun kind of simulation, which we are going to use as a central component of this course. And then the third kind of level of analysis to consider is changing organizations. And I already talked about that. So we have some concepts, some methods to get to whet your appetite and thinking about how to change organizations. Some of you might be principals or becoming principals, or different kinds of organizations. So we want to give you some experience there. So leading change is about leadership at multiple levels of analysis, multiple ways into this challenge of leading change, and it's exciting.